Welcome to Laura A Music Corner. The video starts now. Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Music Corner. So I was looking back to all the reactions that people had given me requests and not giving me requests. So I was just looking back on a lot of the notes that I had made last year. And I have seen quite a few Epica music that I never done. So I decided to pick out this particular song. Now, I know it's an old song, but I never heard it. That's surprisingly, right? So I said, you know what? Let me bring it up. Sure enough, I did find it. The Symphonic Synergy concert that they Epica sang Cry for the Moon. So it'll be my first time reaction. I never heard the song, no matter how long I've been listening to Epica. Never even dawned on me to check it out. So, it'll be a first time reaction. It will be fun to hear and just pretty much enjoy the last bits of the Symphonic Synergy concert that they played for everyone. So let's get to it. Sit back, relax, enjoy some Epica. Cry for the Moon. Yay! Okay. I had to stop it there. I was going like this, like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. It was really fun. It was really fun. I never heard this song. I think I heard like maybe snippets of it, but I can't remember where. But it was really fun. I think their performance here was, like I mentioned about every song so far that I reacted to when it comes to this concert. They really know how to keep the tight shift when it comes to the production of the concert for the Symphonic Synergy. When it comes to the band playing together with the orchestra, they were amazing. The choir, I mean, like they did 110% on making sure that the choir sounded really crisp, very clean, adding those elements of voices in each piece of the music, not only with this one, but any other the music that Epica has created throughout this concert series. And just the you could tell how each of the members of the band, it wasn't just like, yeah, let's put a smile together and make believe we're having fun. You could actually see how they're really enjoying doing what they do. You know, you could feel the energy. And even though I was not in that venue with you guys who attended this concert, but you could feel it through the screen how they really are passionate in what they do. And I just quite enjoy that because you could see it in their faces, no matter how exhausted they've been touring and performing. But the glow they exude in performing for you guys and all of us, it's just you could see it through them, that it's just like it radiates the joy they have for putting together a production like this for everyone to enjoy. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push back the video. I'm gonna stop along the way. I didn't realize it was almost 9.5 minutes of the music, but it's okay because I was not complaining. I really was not. But I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, okay. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, and it kind of shocked me because when the music started, I went like this because I was not expecting it to be that like whoa. It was like it felt like a streak of thunder when when they started playing, but it was just a really good reaction that I just gave because you could tell I did not hear this. But anyway, I'm going to stop along the way, give you the different parts of the music that I enjoy from this performance. So let's do this one more time. I just love, and even though this guy, I don't know how he was able to manage to be under that mask all that time because those lights, stage lights, they're not exactly one of those lights that you don't feel the heat from it. And I don't know how he was able to breathe during that whole time filming, but I give it to him. He was a trooper. But as I was about to mention about the orchestra, the way that they were doing this opening piece, it reminded me like an opening score of a movie, like almost like it had like a Western theme sound to me. So I'm listening and it sounds like an old Western movie that I used to see back in the 70s that was filmed in the 60s and 50s. But it just had that element of like a really rustic, nostalgic sound. And so they did a fantastic playing that piece together because nothing stuck out to me to say that, they could have done a better job because I don't hear it. I hear it's just everybody so united in playing their perspective instruments, and they did a fantastic job putting together the production and the music for the orchestra. I gotta give it to Simone. As I'm listening to her just sing the opening piece of the verse on this song, all I gotta say is that I give it to her because of the fact that no matter how many songs that she did in this concert, and I'm sure there's quite a few songs that I still haven't checked out from this concert from the Symphonic Synergy, but just for her to maintain her voice, keep going strong, that's amazing to see that in a vocalist, because I've seen vocalists break down towards the end. And her, I could tell there, like it was, I believe in, maybe I'm wrong, maybe this song was being performed towards the end of the concert, but just to see her really trudging it through, singing it like she just started it, like the opening song, but it's just like she maintains the energy going. And no matter how physically tiring she could get throughout her performance, it's just really impressive how she is able to keep going strong. And I know with the tour that they had last year, there was problems that she was having regarding to her voice, because like anybody else, when you're doing so much back to back to back to back concerts, it doesn't give you a chance to recharge your body and recharge your voice. So it's practically straining your body to the max. And I could see that happening because you need that time to recuperate and let your body heal. And just to see her doing this, I really give her props, because you could tell the dedication that she has for everyone involved, not just the production team, not just the band and the orchestra, but for you guys. That for her to keep pushing the limits that she can with her body, it just shows the love and dedication she has for the art of the music, as well as for the art of loving what she does and it comes to performing. But I really am admiring her dedication, and I hope that she continues, going strong and, further years down the road. But I could see why it's really important. And I think we all can understand when she needs a bit of a break, because this is not easy. But I really admire her in her strength to do this. and not giving up, like saying, you know what, I'm gonna give everybody their 110%. And it's just really amazing to see her do this and just able to accomplish that energy that most people don't have. And yeah, that's my little rant for today, but I just really love how she is able to do this. I just love how they did that breakdown. Like it's just like orchestra just stopped, and then you hear Isaac playing the guitar, and it's like that little breakdown before they add the next layer. But I just love it. It's just like add that little. It felt like a little bit of a groove, like a certain groove being played. But I really love that breakdown. Those guys were hysterical. At first, I didn't caught on, and then when I saw back here how they did it, like they did together, like if there were one hand, it was just so funny and it was just so cute. Push it back one more time. I don't know why I have like a little lint floating around, but anyway, back to the video. With messages dropped on you, accusers all set about by yourself, losing to the dark. Without looking at mirror, they like to say, gonna say so I gotta give it to Mark. I don't know how he's able to continuously do the growls because you could tell he was really, really tired. I'm not trying to bash him, but you could tell he was already like his last leg. Like he seems like really exhausted at that point, but I got to give it to him because he really wanted to make sure everybody had a great time, and just adding those elements of, his part of the music and just keep pushing it. And this is what I mentioned before about Simone. It's just like sometimes you have to give yourself that body a break to recharge, because when you do this back to back to back to back, it's not easy on the body. And just to see him doing this, it's just like you could tell that he was like exhausted, but he was still trying to push as hard as he can. But I really love Mark's dedication when it comes to putting out the music. And yeah, my head's like almost getting my hat off and saluting to him. He's definitely a very amazing musician and vocalist. I just love how I'm paying attention to the audience and how everybody's just immersed into the music and everybody's pretty much like singing along with Epica. It's just like you could tell that everybody was just having an amazing experience in this concert. And just to see their faces just lighting up, really enjoying the moment and just having a great time. And this isn't about like, I want to be seen. I want to, the camera look at me. It was like they did not even pay attention to the camera. They were just paying attention to watching Simone and everybody in the band playing. And what makes it extra fun to see, and I'm going to bring it back a little bit, how the cell phones are not really out. I don't know if I'm going to capture it here, but I don't see as many cell phones out for recording. And I think that has been like an ongoing discussion with other bands on, like how the audience have been more focused on the artist. And unfortunately, here in the States, we're still behind on that. But it's just really nice to see how the audience participates, not and enjoy the experience of watching a band play, but also not to focus on videotaping the moment, just standing there, enjoying the moment, listening to a band, and just being in the element of the music and the art. And that is what I really enjoy watching everybody, because I'm not sitting here just looking at the band, but I'm also looking at the audience and how everybody's just like really focused on the music, listening to what they're enjoying. So yes, I really think this was a really fantastic thing to see as a person who is living in the States and, wishing to someday experience what you guys are experiencing here in whatever country you're in that you're watching Epica. But yeah, it was just really fantastic. I just like this breakdown now. This is where I find that I was just like, was not expecting this, but when I started hearing a slight change, I was like, oh, it's changing, it's happening. But it was really fun. Okay, I gotta stop right here. You think I didn't caught this? I started seeing a little mosh pit happening, like a little, like it felt like a little droplet in a pond, and I just started seeing like a little mosh pit happening towards the back. Let me see if I could pick it out here. Right here. It was so small because it was like a few people started joining the mosh pit. I'm like, because I see that the venue looks, full, but I was seeing something like people doing like little mosh pit. I was like, wow. And they were trying to start like the energy going in the room, but it just didn't caught on. But it just happened a little bit. But I really enjoyed that. Like you could tell everybody was enjoying the moment. These guys, they ended this such a fun way. Like it was like over the top, but it was just fun. That's why I was like, oh, it's still going. It's still going. But it was just like really, really fun. Like just to end it really good. And I really admire everybody who did this, but it was just really, really amazing to see this last bit. That was really fun. That was really, really fun. I think, they really know how to pull out a good concert. Too bad I didn't get a chance to see them last year. But all I can say is like, you know, there'll be future concerts. I know that. But it's just amazing to see the talent and how they have evolved throughout the years. I mean, even though I didn't get a chance to see their very starts of their career, but it's interesting how, and I know a lot of you have mentioned to me about how you prefer the younger years of Epica compared to how they are now. But it's just to see the evolution of how the band has been going throughout the years. It's just quite amazing. And, it's just everybody has their preference, and that's fine. But for me, I'm enjoying this part of the journey because of the fact that yes, I might not have seen them in their prime when they first started, but just to see them mature and really develop their music in such a way, it's really impressive because not every band could mature in the style of the music as they have pulled it off. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I thank everybody who has been, introducing me to this journey, and I can't wait to check out more in the future. So this is not the end of it, but yeah, that is pretty much it. And so thank you again, everybody, for checking out my content. If you are new to the channel, you are very much welcome to subscribe. If you have any, things that you would like to see me react, any, music, drop a comment in the comment section. And yeah, I thank you for everyone for joining me. And I hope to see you guys soon here at Laura A Music Corner. Have a good day, evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.